Speak with your heart and your mercy. Sister, girl, do not refrain. Speak with your heart, all your words face. Speak to up above, speak to rewrite. Joke is fatal. Rewrite.
So let's talk Speak on It. I'm your host, Tamika Cozy, and today we are joined by the beautiful Sparkle LaStar. She is the owner of the Black Vegan Restaurant located 2300 South Kizzy in Chicago, Illinois. And today, Sparkle is going to prepare something very delicious for us today, and I can't wait to taste it.
It's awesome. Definitely one of my favorite things. If you want something for breakfast, but you also want to feel energized, but still get that nice little sweetness in there, this is right up your alley, especially if you're going on a detox, okay? So this is called Nature Cereal. The best thing about Nature Cereal is that it's made from coconut water. It's really good to use water straight from a coconut. We didn't have that today, so we're gonna use canned coconut water, but the best thing is always the most natural and organic. What's beautiful about this, most people, they just put berries in it. So blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries and blackberries. But this one, we're gonna add some dragon fruit, and we have this beautiful star fruit, which is just amazing. We're gonna sprinkle some coconut on top, and we are gonna have a nice bowl of cereal.
Awesome. I can't wait to tap in and make this with you, Sparkle.
All right, are you ready?
I am ready.
Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna take it step by step. Here's a bowl for you. Nice. And then I'll take me a bowl. Okay. Now the first thing we want to do, there's a cup of ice. Let's put some ice at the bottom of our bowls, okay? Now you can put it on the bottom or you can put it on the top. It's all about your personal preference. I find it a little easier when it's on the bottom.
Okay.
Okay. And so we're gonna cut up our dragon fruit. With a knife too. All right. Now, the cool thing about dragon fruit is that they're super easy to cut, right? So when you get your dragon fruit, the first thing you want to do is you want to cut it in half, okay? That's the beautiful, we already did that, so you see that lovely inside, okay? Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to take your dragon fruit and make 3 long cuts. So we'll do 3 and really get in there. It's super easy to cut, so just get straight in there. Cut 3 long lines down, vertical, and then we'll do 2 horizontal. And then you should be able to feel the bottom of it.
That's how easy it is. Really easy to cut.
Yes. Now this is my favorite part. If you like slime or goo or anything like that, we're gonna go to the bottom of it and we're just gonna squeeze. And it's gonna come straight out. Straight out, just like that.
Okay.
Nice. All right, and then let me get you with you. There's some ice to mine. All right, so you can put the fruit in whatever order you want. I like to have the dragon fruit already cut up. The other thing we're gonna cut up is our star fruit, which is super cute. So this is gonna be a star fruit right here.
Okay. This is very pretty.
Super cute. The best thing about this is when you cut it, it's automatically gonna cut into little baby stars. Okay?
Sparkle
LaStar.
LaStar.
Okay. This is my favorite fruit now. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it, lay it on the side, and just cut. And all you're doing is cutting some beautiful stars. Now I like to cut them a little thinner for texture purposes, but whatever works for you, just go for it. So when you're done, you should have a bunch of stars. Nice.
Okay.
Beautiful. Now, we got our fruit cut. So you can put your fruit in there based on your preferences. Next to the dragon fruit and the star fruit, we also have some raspberries and some blackberries. Some people like to use strawberries. To me, it's a bit acidic for this taste. The raspberry is going to be, tart enough. So however you like to do it, I would just put whatever your favorites are in there. So I'll
Put the star fruit in mine.
definitely put star fruit. I actually like to do extra dragon fruit, so I bought me a little cup.
Okay.
Like we ain't got time to cut up the amount of dragon fruit I like to eat.
I'm gonna take some of the raspberry.
And decorate it how you like. I always say when it looks cute, it's gonna taste good.
Tastes good. Yes, let me make this really pretty.
Let's see. Get our stars. Nice. I'm gonna grab some of these raspberries. And I think the cool thing about this is that there's not gonna be the same way anyone makes it. Because we put our own creativity into it. So yours looks super beautiful. I love the design. It looks very just
And yours too.
nice. Nice. Oh, I gotta get some blackberries in mine. Let's see. Okay. So we got our blackberries. And I also have napkins. Would you like napkins?
Yes, please.
There you go.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
no problem. All right. So, some people, they don't do this next step, but I love to do it because I like a little extra texture with mine, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do sprinklings of coconut on top, okay? So me, I'm a big coconut shavings lover, so I'm gonna put 2 layers. I'm gonna do
Okay.
1 layer first, and then I'm gonna pour the coconut water on it, and then a little bit left on the top.
Now, what exactly does this taste like when you're eating it?
So the coconut, it has, I would say, it's slightly sweet, but it's very mellow. Now, that's unsweetened organic coconut shavings, but you can also get the sweetened one if you want. I don't recommend it. I try to keep it as natural to the close, fruit as possible. But if that helps you eat more fruits and vegetables, do what you gotta do for right now. It's all about the end goal. All right, so now we have our coconut water, all right? And we're gonna pour a nice amount of your coconut water. Now, I don't know about you. When I eat cereal, I like to have a little juice left over towards the end. So I feel mine's up. But some people, they are cereal people. So whatever to your liking. And then I'm gonna do a little bit more. There we go. That's it.
I'm gonna try one of these. Just
Some nice healthy snack just by itself.
nice texture too.
And it's sweet enough,
Mhm.
It's really good. Now, we also have some spoons. Do you mind grabbing those spoons right now?
Yes.
And then we can try it out. Let me put this to the side. Thank you. All right, you ready?
Yes.
FYI, this is one of Lizzo's favorite foods. So, shout out to Lizzo. All right.
Mmm.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Alternative to replace breakfast with this cereal, you can make in less than 5 minutes, and it's really healthy for you. You're gonna have a lot of energy, and you're gonna feel good because you're eating nature.
Now, Sparkle, what made you transition to being a vegan?
No. So for me, I read about how eating meat kind of affects like our depression and our anxiety levels. So with me, I was very anxious. I had a lot of depression. I was very stressed. And I'm like, whatever I can do to help that, I'm gonna go for it. I was also an emotional eater. So I had to make sure what I was eating was actually helping and not harming. So I tried it for 30 days. I did a 30-day challenge. And I really saw the difference in not only my skin, myself, but just my energy. I wasn't holding grudges. I was just, it's okay, just let it go. Just full of just more energy and just a lot better with handling problems and issues. And when I felt that, and I'm like, the way I eat can give me more of that, there was no turning back.
What was one of the first things you noticed during that transition to becoming a vegan?
I would say, the first thing that I noticed was my body health. A lot of the health issues that I had with like my skin or like, issues like inside, especially like if you're like a woman and you're getting like yeast infections. I even went from getting, yeast infections from like every so often to like non-existent, like at all. Maybe once every blue moon, but not even that. So just seeing how my body reacted, I'm like, okay, I gotta do something because my body is telling me they want more of this. So I have to feed it to it, and your body will reward you for it.
Yes.
She came and took my ball.
So
Okay.
you all, we have a special guest who is here,
Take this
Nevaeh. She did come up and she secretly like snuck a bowl away.
Okay. But the kids love it too. The young adults. Okay.
Inside of the Black Vegan, which is your restaurant.
Yeah.
How long have you been in business?
So we'll be here at this location 3 years in the fall. The business started about 3.5 years ago.
Okay.
So we got going really, really fast. And the community, they're super supportive, and I couldn't ask for the best support system ever.
What made you, after your transition to becoming a vegan, what made you open up a restaurant that was vegan?
You know, since I didn't like vegetables, I feel like most of the vegan restaurants cater to people who like vegetables. And I'm like, if I can make myself eat vegetables, then I'm pretty sure there's people out there who don't like vegetables, but want to be able to like it. You know, so I'm like, you know what? I can help other people, you know, kind of give them a chance to transition to a healthier lifestyle by meeting them halfway. So when we started, we didn't have any salads or anything like that because, of course, hated vegetables. And that's okay, you know what I mean? What happens is eventually your taste adjusts. So I went from hated vegetables, period, to sometimes I just want vegetables, no seasoning on there, just it. To I'm doing a 30-day raw diet, okay? And we're gonna expand that. So miracles do exist.
So I am also joining that 30-day of being raw vegan. So what that will consist of is just basically eating mostly fruits and then adding in some vegetables too, but everything plant-based, no cooked meals. And so we are excited to go through this journey.
And this is a beautiful way to kick it off. This is like today is my first day, so I'm super excited.
What has been one of your greatest accomplishments that you would say while owning the Black Vegan Restaurant?
I would say I've had a lot of people come in here who weren't planning on being vegan or eating healthy or anything like that. Some people, they started coming in just for fries. And then as time went on, they started moving up to like, you know, wings. And then these people who were so anti-vegan, so anti-vegetables, they're like, I want a salad. I'm going on a fast. And I'm just like,
Yes.
well, you look at you. So I think there's like a stigma where a lot of people are against kind of like junk food vegan places because they're not just straight vegetables, super healthy, super all it is. But we also have to remember that there's also an audience who need to kind of be, you know, met halfway.
Yes.
And so it's always beautiful when you meet people halfway and they go in a direction where you're hoping they go, but you're not forcing them, you know? And that's the truth about it, is when you eat healthier, then you're naturally gonna wanna do better for yourself in all areas.
Now, what would you say is the top item on your menu that sells the most?
I would say it's definitely the Italian beef. I like that because it's literally cooked for 8 hours. It's not fried. It's not something that we do really fast. We take our time with it. A lot of TLC. So that's the best selling menu item. We could probably just sell Italian beef and lion's mane's wings and be okay, like more than okay. Like that's really mostly what we sell. I think yesterday we really only sold Italian beefs. I would say 90% of the orders were just straight up Italian beefs, which is really good. They're made from Italian oyster mushrooms. So you have people who hated mushrooms and who would declare that they would never eat mushrooms, and they just down in these Italian beefs, probably not thinking about it, but they're adjusting over time and they're being more open-minded. I always love eating Italian beefs. I like the soaky one. I like the I don't know, it's like an energy that goes with it. So I didn't know how I was gonna do it, but I'm like, look, I'm gonna get me an Italian beef somehow. And it's gonna be healthier than what I was doing. And so that's where it started. We did like a lot of experimenting, and we just kept trying until it was like perfect. We made sure not to put like a lot of seasoning or anything like that. Super minimal. I'm talking about 5 ingredients or less type of thing, you know, and over time we're gonna make it healthier and healthier. But yeah, that's my baby. I can eat that every day. So we're gonna make it healthier because I wanna eat it every day.
Now, as a Black-owned business and being a woman business owner, what would you say some of the challenges that you faced along the way?
When we first started out, I think with being a woman and business is very male dominant. Even with just masculine energy, so we have to kind of stand up for ourselves even more. And then being Black on top of that adds to it. But there was, when I first started, I had to really decline doing business with other businesses who weren't treating me with respect. So they would bring like samples of food, but like their samples would have an expiration date of like 11 months ago, you know? And so they were kind of just giving me the scraps. But I'm knowing if I was somebody they respected, you know, they wouldn't even entertain something like that. So a lot of our menu was kind of delayed because I refused to do business with people who wouldn't respect me based off of my skin color and my gender. And I knew what it was because we go through this in different forms.
Yeah.
So the beautiful thing about business is that you might lose a partnership voluntarily because of it, but that also means that you're able to create a space where other Black women and Black people or any people of like color or just beautiful people in general can come and receive the respect and love that they deserve. You know, that's like our basic right. So it took us longer to get certain things because we had to really stand up for ourselves and stand on the respect of, you know, our ancestors who worked too hard for us to keep eating scraps. You know what I mean? To keep eating old food. So it was a point in time where we only had 2 things on the menu and we could have had like 40, but the respect was way more important than anything else. And I'm glad we stuck with it because that's the energy that's in here and that's the energy of everybody who comes in here. It's just love and respect.
And now one of the things that you mentioned was holding a sacred space for others. And so if you personally do not know Sparkle, she does a lot of great things within the community. So she has Monday night, she has the entrepreneurship meeting. She's also donating her time and her space to other nonprofit organizations too. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so I've always believed that if someone needs help and if they're trying to help themselves, the least you can do is help them with all that you have. The Monday entrepreneur meetings is like the best thing I think I've ever accomplished in my life. And I can't even say I because it's a team effort. We all do this together. We all make it what it is. Every Monday night, a group of entrepreneurs, creators, or anybody who just needs help, we all meet, we sit here together, and we help each other with projects and businesses for free. We don't charge. We just exchange energy, we exchange resources, we exchange our talents. And the beautiful thing about that is like, you see so many projects that evolve, you know, because of this setting. And it's not because of me, it's because people had a will and they were able to be open for a way. And this happened to be a way that a lot of people could execute their will. So we produced like an awesome movie, several awesome shows, your podcast.
This podcast is
Oh.
one of them, yes.
One of those,
And the movie she's referring to, I am one of the actors inside of the movie too.
Yes. And I think we had you rapping.
Yes, so we did a
ago.
freestyle, and I was in the freestyle. First time ever doing a freestyle with other people.
Like, I think you like the OG of the group because you have a lot of like cameraman credits. Like, you can get a job being a camera person anywhere because you have an extensive background on there. But even like acting, you know, you got an acting portfolio, all of this type of things where we don't really think about it because we're so used to we're just helping each other, but we're really building each other up, you know, gradually, but like together, you know. So that's the most beautiful part. I don't think I can ask for anything else. But universe, I am. Don't start with the blessings. For real, words powerful. But yeah, I think that is the most beautiful thing, just ever, you know. My main goal is to always be in a position to help people. I knew I needed a lot of money to be able to do so. And this restaurant wasn't something I really planned, but I was obedient and I accepted it. And I think I helped more people than, well, we helped each other more than I could have just did doing what I wanted to do per se. You know what I mean? And so that's the beauty in it. We all got testimonies, and we all are testimonies, just sitting around being testimonies every week, you know? And outside of the Monday meetings, we're always down. If there's anybody who needs help, or if there's like a natural disaster, we're always like the first to send food. When there were like riots and they wouldn't feed the protesters, we were the only restaurant who were feeding protesters. We're big on the Latino Black unity. So we're like the only, not even like the only Black, but the only restaurant who gave free food out to Hispanics for Hispanic Heritage Month, which was, I don't think I could really have prepared for the amount of love and appreciation people have for that. We give out free food and resources daily. We're always there to help. If you say you need help, we're gonna direct you to somebody who can help you no matter what. So more than food, this is what it's all about, is building our people, loving our people, and just helping people who wanna be helped and who wanna help themselves. And that's what it's all about. So you can eat good while you're doing it.
And so if you have watched previous episodes, you will probably have seen Sparkle come on and also perform. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh yes. So I always told myself that I wanted to train myself in all areas of art as much as possible, because no matter what business you have, you're gonna need an artist of any sort. So I started with graphic design, then video production and TV production. That's like my heart. And then from there, music making, music engineering, music recording. But all of these things where if someone said, hey, I need help with this, then, oh, I know how to do it. I know how to use this editing program. So not so specifically just for my use, but, you know, just hoping that God uses me to be a blessing to someone else. And art is typically one of those things, because I feel like sometimes you have to really be connected emotionally to be able to produce art. And sometimes when someone is able to do that for you, it gives you time to unlock that within yourself.
Yes. How do you continue to drive? What keeps you moving? What motivates you?
You know what, I think about people like Malcolm X, those heroes like him who were assassinated, gone decades ago, you know, before I was even born. But the fact that the work that they did is being still talked about today, that I still value it today, and they probably didn't even know, or didn't even have the intention, that selfish intention to be like a long-term celebrity, just knowing that what they put into their communities was so great that it extended for generations, and it helped empower people for generations by them just being themselves and helping however they can. That's what inspired me. So my goal is whoever I help, or whoever helps me or anything like that, I'm hoping it turns to them helping someone else. And then they get excited from helping people that they just helping everybody, and you just make love spreads like that. Love is what's gonna save the world, and the world gonna be saved. But we gotta start spreading love the best way that we know how. It's not a cookie cutter type of template. You just do it from the heart. And so that's my thing. Just every little thing that we put out into the universe, it'll be multiplied. So if we put a little love into the universe, it's gonna be multiplied. So sometimes I have like flowers on my altar, and somebody might be having a bad day. But take these bunch of roses and have a good day. It could change someone's whole day, but it also changes how they interact with other people throughout the day, which changes how they interact. So just knowing how powerful that is beautiful. So I'm doing everything that I can to give out that love that we need to receive. And, you know, you never know who really needs it more than you might at that time. So I also believe that we're altars, so how we present ourselves, our body is our altar, so we want to treat our bodies with love and respect by putting the right things in it, not providing toxic things. So you study your body because you're trying to date your body and work with your body by knowing what works with it. And everybody's body is different. That's why you have to study your own. And so I treat my body like I treat my altars, What do you need? What works best for you, not everybody else. And that special attention that we pay to our friends, family members, and our ancestors, it really manifests into a love greater than we can even really appreciate sometimes.
And Sparkle hasn't mentioned it when she's been talking, but she also has a show. What's the name of it?
Girl, I was like, I don't know what she's gonna say. What I be doing? Talk to me about some rumors. So we have a show here at the restaurant. It's called The Black Vegan Shy, and basically it's kind of like behind the scenes working in a restaurant, but it's super funny, and it's just a joy to be a part of it. I really think filming it is so much more just enjoyable than anybody can imagine just watching it. So I think one of my favorite parts is when I have the script and I know it's funny, the first thing I think about is like, oh my God, everybody gonna be laughing. Everybody gonna have a smile on their face for like, not hours, but sometimes it be like that, but like just that energy. So it's really the energy of just laughter, silliness, goofiness, and showing people you don't have to be a certain way to be a business owner. You could be yourself, you could be unapologetic, however you want to be. So I'm just that business owner who does funny skits and make raps and do all this weird stuff that we're not taught is normal for business. So some people don't go into business because they don't feel like they can be themselves. So that's what we want to show too. Whatever yourself is, that's your gift to the world. And if you stand on it, you're gonna get rewarded for it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sparkle, for joining us. Can you let our listeners know how they can find you, follow you, contact you?
Yes. So if you're on Instagram, The Black Vegan Shy on Instagram, that's Shy like Chicago. My page is in the bio. It's Sparkle Go Clean. You can also find us on YouTube, the letter R, the word City Unlimited. That's R City Unlimited. And then you can also check out our website, shopblackvegan.com. But definitely be sure to hit the social media. That's my favorite part.
Is MDIA everything, and Sparkle thought she was about to get away. So Sparkle interviewed me, right? I do not rap, but she had me freestyle. So guess what, Sparkle? Let's freestyle.
Okay. I like everything black. They hiding all that knowledge. We get everything west. Respect the prophet, not the preacher. One's a leader, one's a leader. When it comes to finding Jesus, where I come with finding demons. When it comes to saving people, a lot of capes turn to cat. Been so motivated lately. Y'all can have the carrot back. Y'all can take the carriage back. Cinderella from the trenches. I'd rather two-step with the gypsies and the Grinches. They all search for Jesus. I'd rather search for forgiveness. That's why they hit the magic with the whores and the witches. Toot toot, beep beep, put this motherfucker over. Way too smooth to have this grudge on my shoulder. 3 wheels on a bus, 360 on the shoulder. They complain about the rain. I'm just glad the drought is over.
Speak with your heart and your mercy. Sister, sister, girl, do not refrain.